Why should every local game store carry Magic the Gathering? I'm going to tell you today the reasons why we carry Magic the Gathering and why I think all local game stores that carry Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or One Piece or Dragon Ball or Digimon or Lorcana or Power World or Gundam or Riftbound, any of these card games, if you carry those card games, in my opinion, and I may be biased because I was born into Magic the Gathering. My dad started playing Magic the Gathering in 1993 when it came out. It came out in August 5th, 1993. And that just happens to be my dad's birthday. So it's like a birthday present from Richard Garfield that he got into Magic the Gathering. So maybe that's why I think Magic the Gathering is the greatest of all time. Or maybe I'm just so obsessed with all these card games that I'm good at pattern recognition and that I'm good at noticing when things are not sought after enough yet. That people haven't noticed how amazing these products are and how they will last over time. I don't think people truly underestimate Magic the Gathering, the brand. They think it's some just random brand. It's not as big as Pokemon. It's not as big as Riftbound, League of Legends. Yes, it is. I don't know. People don't know what they don't research, and if they don't know about Magic the Gathering, the fact is they're just going to reiterate what other people say online. If most people online say that Pokemon's the best of all time, they're going to believe them. They're going to invest all of their money into Pokemon. And then once they're fully invested in all of Pokemon products, all of a sudden Pokemon reprints everything to the ground. And all the products that you bought right below market from distribution or from your customers, you're starting to lose money on those products, because if you sell them now at market, you're losing money. At Destin Rivals ETBs, if you bought them when they were $250 or $300 from your customers for 70%, 60%, if you're even a store, buy it for 50%, you still are underwater. You're still going to have to sell those products. The difference between Magic the Gathering and all these other card games is Magic the Gathering is the greatest playing card game of all time. There's more players in Magic the Gathering than there are in any other trading card game in existence. That's just a fact. I don't know if there's any numbers online that prove it or anything like that. I've never actually looked into this. I'm just basing this off of sales throughout the years, basing it off of the number of tournaments and the number of players in tournaments worldwide, the number of Commander players online, the number of growth through all the YouTubers that are strictly Magic the Gathering creators. We have creators that are strict Magic the Gathering creators with over 1 million subscribers. Back in the day, a lot of subscribers in the Magic the Gathering content world was 10,000. In 2013, if you had 10,000 Magic the Gathering subscribers on your channel, you were the most famous Magic the Gathering creator, probably. Back then, it was like, I don't even remember. That was so long ago. That was pre-alpha investments. That's crazy. I had to fight alpha investments for all these products on the counter. So let's make a clickbait title with me fighting alpha investments. Me fighting Rudy, because I'm Timu Rudy fighting against real Rudy. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't even know if I'll make that the thumbnail. But all of these products on this counter right now are just stuff I need to restock. I just noticed all these products needed to be restocked, so I've got to fix it. And if I don't fix it, who will, guys? Who will? Why is Magic the Gathering the greatest card game of all time? Because of the players. Find another card game that sells pre-constructed decks as much as Magic the Gathering. Find it. One Piece is great. One Piece has booster packs in every single deck, because they realized You gotta have Gambler. You gotta have the Gambler's stuff in those decks to make them stay up over time or go up over time because the packs are going up. Because if they just have, if it's just a pre-constructed deck with some cool stuff in it, that there's no randomization of those decks are not going to go up in value. Now, there's Magic the Gathering. You have all these Commander decks. Some of them have collector booster sample packs, yes, but a lot of them don't. The newer ones coming out now don't have them, but a lot of these decks up here have collector booster sample packs, but like the Marvel Superheroes ones, they don't. Like Streets of New Capenna, they don't have any. You got any of these ones up here, they don't have any collector booster sample packs. These don't have collector booster sample packs. Neither do these. These do have them. These do have them. These don't. These have them. My point is, even the ones without the booster packs in them, the Commander decks are selling. The Commander decks are holding value or going up over time. After these go out of print, they don't just go to worthless. They don't just sit there on the shelf and go down in value over time because nobody wants those crappy decks that they overprinted. But Magic the Gathering is different. They have figured out the formula on how to appease people by creating these decks and then over time creating cards that make these decks even better over time. So they print, say, a Goblin deck, and 5 years later they make a cool Goblin card that makes something in that deck go up, and all of a sudden that deck's worth more because of the value of time paired with the value of the product, the singles in that box going up in value. Counterintelligence. Did I miss? So oh, there it is. I'm blind. Got to restock all these. Might as well do 2 jobs at once, making a YouTube video and also restocking stuff, because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you just kill 2 birds with 1 stone? You know what I'm saying, guys? Anyways, Magic the Gathering is unlike any other card game on the market. It has players for decades that have been playing for decades, and it has new players coming in. It has new collectors coming in. It has IP expansions. You see these Marvel Superheroes Commander decks. I literally, after this video, I literally am going to order more Commander decks for this. I'm going to order another 40. I saw the trailer for Doom, Avengers Doom, whatever it's called, and oh my god, it just makes me want to buy more Marvel play boxes and Marvel Commander decks. So I might buy a lot of stuff after this. So if you want to buy Marvel Superheroes, I think we have them on our Patreon monthly discount. If you're on the $15 tier, you can get 2 booster boxes. Currently, it's $119 for a booster box, and that's below distribution cost. If you're buying it for $119 from a distributor, please let me know. I want to pay less. I would love to pay that less. But we're quote unquote losing money when we sell you a box. But with the Patreon monthly fee, it's like we're breaking even. So there's that. If you want to do that, we got Marvel Superheroes, Spider-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Avatar currently on the list for August. In September, I'll do a different one, or I'll do different boxes, or I might just add more boxes to it and increase the number of boxes you can buy. Either way, I might add Commander decks on it. Who would want to see Commander decks on a monthly list? Because I could do that. We have obscene amounts, and honestly, we could sell them. We could sell them at a discount. I don't know. If you guys would like to see that, I can start ordering even more commander decks every set that comes out and start doing a monthly list for the commander decks. I don't know. Maybe that's what people want. If so, I will do it. Anyways, done with that little ad about our... Where the heck does this go? About our Patreon. Holy shit. What the hell? This commander deck's $125. Why? Oh, yeah. This is from what time? What year? 2022. You see, that's only 4 years, guys. 4 years can change the value of something drastically. Where this was like $30, $40. Couldn't sell back then. Because they overprinted it, guys. They overprinted it. They overprint everything. And when they do, you don't want to buy it. But there's people like me that are stupid enough to buy it while they're overprinting it, because I realize time is the greatest power that you can realize in this world. If you realize that time, if you just go day by day and forget about time for a while, you forget about all your issues in life. You just keep doing great things every day, making your day better and better. I need to check that price, but I'll do it after this video. Anyways, if you realize all of these things, I need to check this price. I'm gonna go check it while talking. If you realize that time is your greatest power, stop trying to make a quick buck. If you're trying to make a quick buck, you can get lucky. You can buy the best thing at the right time and make millions of dollars. I don't know what that could be, or if it's a stock, if it's a cryptocurrency, if it's a meme coin or something like that. It could be anything. Symbiotic Swarm. How much is Symbiotic Swarm? It could be anything like that. You could get lucky, but the real winners are made long-term. The real people who make real money in this space do it by buying stuff for long-term. Buying stuff to sell it through time. If I have 100 booster boxes of Duskmourn on release and we sell them all, what am I going to do? Buy another 6 boxes? Would I buy another 6 boxes, or would I buy another 100 boxes? You see, most stores, they're used to the Wizards of the Coast having everything in stock at all times. They're used to always having accessibility, and maybe that will return. Maybe that will return with the Millennium Print Group, 2 million or 1 million square foot or 1 million acre. I don't know how big it is. I don't know how big it is. Only Rudy does. What? I don't know what I'm talking about. Ignore me. Maybe they will catch up with demand and print everything to the ground. And when everything inevitably goes down, there will be people who buy while it's down. And those people will make it in this world better than the people who are panic selling. I kind of live by this rule in my head sometimes with whether it be cryptocurrencies, stocks, card games, any of these, gold, silver, whatever it is. When people are pouting, that's when you buy. When people are shouting, that's when you sell. Buy when they pout, sell when they shout. If people are shouting, holy shit, this is the best of all time. This is the best of all time. It's going up forever. It's going to the moon. Final Fantasy's going up. Holy shit. Oh my God. Lord of the Rings Holiday Special Edition. It's $10,000, $12,000. Buy it now. And then people are buying it at $12,000. Then the next week it's $6,000. You know what I'm saying? They're buying it when everybody's shouting, holy shit, this is the most expensive booster box of all time. Everybody buy. And then you got people who fell for the trap and they bought it high and they got wrecked. And it immediately dropped 50%. They lost their money. Or you could be the person that is buying more Marvel superheroes commander decks while everybody's talking crap about them. Who knows? When Doom comes out, I'm calling it now. I think they will be out of stock. I think they will be out of stock of commander decks and play booster boxes at distribution. And if they are, I'm the stupid guy buying them. I'm the stupid guy buying them every month, every week. I'm still buying them. We still have plenty of commander decks and booster boxes. Why would I continue to buy them? We need to keep our spend up. We need to continue to buy. We need to continue to inflate our inventory. The more inventory we have, the more inventory we can sell in the future. The more inventory we sell in the future, the more inventory we can buy in the future. Semis here, guys. There's a semi here. There might be a couple semis showing up today. We got our one-piece shipment showing up. We got food showing up. I don't know. That's our food today. A lot of shipments come in. It's a lot of stuff to keep track of. It's a lot of things to do. I need to stop being ADHD and fix all of these. How much are these now? These are this much. This commander deck, this was $40 at one point, and our cost on it was, wait, let me do the math. Like $60 or $70 was our cost. Now it's $200. It would not sell back in the day. Suddenly it's $200. What does time do to cards that they continue to build around? Why would they make a commander deck? You guys, do people not understand? They're making these commander decks on purpose. And then they are putting cards and sets throughout time that make past commander decks good. I don't know if they're doing it on purpose. I don't know if that is their plan. But I have noticed the pattern. I have noticed how many different factions of Magic the Gathering there are. There's so many different factions you could play in Commander. There's so many different legendary creatures you can play. There's so many different color combinations you can play. The fact is, eventually, each one of these Commander decks, they will print something eventually that makes one of these Commander decks better. Eventually. Whether it be in a year, in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I know it will continue to sell over time. It's our best selling product, Magic the Gathering. We have always been a Magic the Gathering and Pokemon store. We've mainly only been Magic the Gathering for the longest time. And I've delved us deeper into Pokemon and One Piece and Lorcana and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Riftbound and Gundam and Star Wars Unlimited and Digimon and Sorcery and Pal World and Union Arena and Weiss and My Little Pony. All these other card games that we've delved into, it's because I have seen the value of these other card games as well. I see that they are good playable card games that can last the test of time. They do have the competitive scene. Magic the Gathering is lacking on that. That's what other card games are doing. They are making sure that they make their card game the competitive scene card game. Because if Magic the Gathering is focusing on casuals at the moment, which it seems like they are, Commander the Gathering should be the new name. Commander the Gathering. Because that's exactly what this card game sells for. It's Commander. Everything they make is for Commander. Whatever they make is for Commander. They're making a new set. They're going to think of stuff for Commander. Well, they used to think of stuff for Modern or Standard or Pioneer. Maybe they still do. They just announced some things about Pioneer returning to competitive play. So maybe that will happen. Maybe they will start doing more competitive things, and maybe that will make other card games fall farther than people ever thought they could, because Magic the Gathering might figure out that they can do both. They can do Commander and they can do 60 card formats. I don't know. Or maybe they will just ruin their card game and continue oversaturating the market with everything that they print. Or maybe they'll do what Yu-Gi-Oh does and power creep their game to hell. I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh has been paying attention to their brand, though. They've been paying attention to what their consumers have been saying, and they're listening. So I think they're turning a new leaf. They're figuring out how to fix their card game and make it more investable. Because the fact is, people play card games partly based on investability, but other partly is also to like play. If they buy their cards, they buy their deck, their Yu-Gi-Oh deck, and 6 weeks later a new set comes out and all of a sudden their deck just sucks ass and they're just sitting there playing their cards on the table, and like it's literally just visualizing ass sucking on the table, and they're just like, wow, the newest set just has way better cards than this. Look at this. This is from the factory, guys. It's like one of those old seals back then. They used to actually seal stuff like this where there was like a big circle back in the day. But now, I don't know why that's like that. But guys, it's not resealed. We don't do that. I'm going to open the box anyways for some booster packs. But Magic the Gathering, I know I've said this in previous video, and somebody's probably going to point it out now that I've pointed it out. Before they point it out, they can't point it out. Because I pre-pointed it out, so you can't point it out. So stop trying to point it out, guys. Anyways. This guy's crazy. Why am I talking like I'm a commenter right now? This guy's crazy. Of course I'm crazy, guys. It takes a crazy person to run a game store. If you're not crazy, I don't know what you're doing. It takes somebody crazy enough to buy product when people don't want it, to buy stuff when people don't see the value until it's too late. That's my specialty. I'm good at figuring out what to buy before it's too late. And you know what my secret is? My secret is, don't tell anybody. Don't tell Rudy. Don't tell Alpha Investments. I told you guys. He told me not to tell you guys. But the real secret is, you just buy everything. You don't focus on prismatic evolutions. You don't full port all of your money into Destined Rivals and say, this is going to be the best set of all time for all of time and all of history. And then in the future, it's going to be $1,000 a box. Yes, that could be true, but the box, if you were buying it at $600, $650, like all these PokeTubers were telling you to buy because they're never going to reprint it. They're never going to reprint it. They're never going to reprint booster boxes. When have they ever never reprinted booster boxes? They've never reprinted booster boxes. They always reprint stuff, guys. They're a business. They want to make money. Why wouldn't they reprint stuff that's highly sought after, that stores are making shit tons of money off of? Why would they want the local game stores to make more money than them? It's like back when Magic the Gathering was jealous. I think Star City Games back then, during the modern craze of Scalding Tarn going up to $100 a box, $100 a card, all these fetch lands skyrocketing, people were speculating that Star City Games made more than Magic the Gathering one year. I don't know the truth of that, if it's even true, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was. And after that happened, they printed everything to the ground. That's what happened. They started getting jealous. They started printing everything to the ground because the fact is, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Bandai, Riftbound, Star Wars Unlimited, all these card games, they're in it for the money. They're trying to make money. If their secondary market is on fire, if it's going up in value, of course they're watching. Of course they're watching. Of course they're going to print stuff. Of course they're going to print old stuff that they didn't think they could make money on. They'd never thought they could print this late. They never thought they could print a set 3 years old and not crash the market. 4 years old, 5 years old. Because the fact is, rip and ship streamers, TCG Player, eBay, Patreon, there's so many different ways these stores can sell onto the market besides dumping on TCG Player and making the products go down in value and making everybody panic sell and ruining the secondary market. Wizards of the Coast has figured out the formula. Pokemon has. One Piece has. All these card games with every set coming out above MSRP, they have figured out the market, and maybe it's just hype. Maybe it's just too many people trying to make money at the same time. I don't know. I'm just some random stupid guy in Terre Haute, Indiana at Full Moon Games and Footers Pizza that buys too much products every day. If you want to buy some of our products, buy this one. Please buy this off of our website. Please buy it. I beg of you. Because it's a Magic the Gathering Black Lotus. No, this is just a Magic the Gathering plant. Wait, guys, oh my gosh. This whole time, I'm such an idiot. Holy shit. God damn it. I just cussed more than I thought. This whole time, I thought we already had these blankets. But let me go get the other one. I'm so dumb. I thought it was the same blanket that we already had, but we have two different Magic the Gathering blankets now. I gotta walk all the way over here to the other side of the freaking building to grab this. Are you serious? Wait, what is the other one? Is it just both sides are Magic the Gathering? Double-sided fleece blanket. Then I got this one, which is a double-sided fleece blanket as well. Okay, so this one is just a Magic the Gathering one, and this one's a Black Lotus one. So if you want to buy one of these, they're on our website. Black Lotus or Magic the Gathering. If you want to buy this specific one that I just unwrapped, say I want to buy the unwrapped bin Magic the Gathering. Okay, this one, it's just got a white back. I just hit the microphone. Hopefully I didn't ruin it. And then it's got a Magic the Gathering front, which is pretty cool. We got some blankets, guys. Perfect for your significant other that is addicted to Magic the Gathering and spends too much money on cardboard. Buy them a giant cardboard Magic the Gathering. It could be a cool wall piece. Look at that. That's sick. Guys, look at that. You can totally see through my torso. Guys, use your X-ray vision and look. Anyways. And then we got the Black Lotus one, which is the same thing, except it's got Black Lotus on the front. You can buy that on our website as well. Use code TIMURUDY to get 10% off on your first order. Let's get back to putting these decks up, because apparently, guess how much these are now? The power of time. Time is your friend. $444.99. $444 for one commander deck. When these were printed to the ground, nobody wanted them except for some dumbass named Ben. And I said, give me as much as you can, because I don't care how much it is. I just want to buy it. And I just want to keep it, because eventually somebody will say, that deck's old. Holy shit. That deck's old, guys. Holy shit. Guys. Dude. 2020 was 6 years ago. I thought that was like literally last week. It's so crazy how fast time goes. When you realize how fast time goes, you have unlocked the code. I have started seeing everything as a video game. Everything's a video game in my eyes now, guys. Why is everything a video game? What do you mean everything's a video game? If you see everything as a video game, every single aspect of your life, if you see it as a video game, this is like a look into my brain. I'm letting you guys see what I see what I think. And I just look at everything as a video game. Why the hell would I do that, guys? Because every action that you do in life has a consequence. Could be positive, could be negative. Every single word you say, every single action you do has a consequence. If you say, yes, I'll buy this, that has a consequence. Either it's a good consequence or it's a bad consequence. But you're the one making the decisions every single day. You're the one choosing which option to choose. Deciding what you should, I don't know, what you should do. Like, should you answer somebody's question like a dick? Or should you be nice because they just are asking you a question? And however you reply to them determines how they will perceive you, how they will talk about you behind your back, how stuff like that. I don't know. And like with all these card games, all these things, I just see them as like inventory. Like, not inventory. Yeah, inventory, but I don't know how to explain it. Like, I played Card Shop Simulator, and it like really changed my outlook on life. I don't know. A lot of things have changed my outlook on life. Like Oliver Tree, Alpha Investments, a bunch of other YouTubers, a bunch of other people in this world that make motivational speeches and stuff. Whatever it is, I've learned a lot throughout the years, and I don't know. Everything is a video game if you think about it. If you wake up, you choose to be happy. If you, instead of in your head, instead of thinking about all the negative things in life, you could think about positive things. Like, you could dwell on stuff that sucks. You can. If you have a shitty life, if you have somebody recently died in your family, if somebody ripped you off or scammed you, like somebody used a stolen credit card here and ripped us off for like $1,800, which is actually more than that because they got the product and they got the money back. So there's things like that. You can look at the negatives in life, or you can look at the positives in life, and now all of the employees know they have all, I've said it in the past not to do stuff like that. However it happened, I don't really need to go into all the details, but they know not to do it in the future. And that's what you do. Every single decision you do in life determines your future, and sometimes you have to do a lot of mistakes to gain success. Your mistakes every single day create your life, and sometimes mistakes can be good because they change your outlook on whatever it may be, like Battle for Baldur's Gate. That was a huge mistake. We ordered too much of it, but 4 years later, it was not a mistake. So through time, you learn that sometimes mistakes are not actually mistakes. You're just ahead of the curve. You're just, I don't know. You just know that it's eventually going to be good. So you buy it anyway. And that's what I do over and over and over and over and over and over and over with everything that we buy. I know eventually somebody's going to want it. Whether it be a deck box, sleeves, a playmat, a binder, Warhammer miniatures, dice, everything we sell, I buy so that we can sell for a long time. And I buy so that people know that they have a place they can buy it. We will always have it in stock. I try to always keep everything in stock by buying stuff that I believe in. And if you don't believe in the products you sell, don't even sell them. Stop selling products. $169.99. These enduring enchantments actually went down. Guys, I'm lowering products up here. I'm lowering products. Holy shit. Guys, stuff goes down sometimes. This guy on YouTube, it was either YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. I don't remember. He's like, these guys have shitty prices. And then he screenshotted one of our shitty prices. And I replied with a new screenshot with our price updated and said, thanks for letting us know. Because we try not to sell above market. But if market is almost at our cost from distribution, obviously we're not going to sell at market. So if some of our prices are higher than other stuff, that's because we bought it way too high or something. Sometimes we sell stuff at a loss though. Anyways, I got everything put up and stuff. I hope this video helped you somehow. I don't know how it would. Just some random 31-year-old guy from Terre Haute, Indiana at Full Moon Games and Footers Pizza. So you want to support me or support my family or support our employees, buy some of our product and make us happy. Buy our blankets, play mats, binders, sleeves, singles, packs, boxes, decks, whatever it may be. We have literally millions of products. I looked it up. I looked how many SKUs we have, and we have more than Walmart. We have so many singles that we have more different SKUs than Walmart. That's how many singles we have. We have Magic, we have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Lorcana, One Piece, and Riftbound. And we have cards from almost every set of those. But we're always adding cards every single day. If it's not in stock, you can add it to your wish list, and when we do stock it, you'll automatically get emailed and you can buy it. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to do another walk around and show you all the place, because not everybody has seen the place yet. Our commander decks, we got a couple of them. We got a fine room for four reality fracture. I think there's 4 reality fracture ones. Maybe there's 2 different ones, and then 4 different Star Trek ones. So it's gonna be a fun year. I can't wait to get more commander decks. Sad they didn't do ones for the Hobbit, but also happy because they don't need to dilute the Lord of the Rings brand. Anyways, let's see around the building. If you would like to see, I'm going to show you. And I just realized I forgot to turn off the sound that's going to be annoying. So I'm turning it off now. Let's do a little walk around, show you a little everything. We got all these commander decks. We got the price gun. We got all of this stuff. I threw the Modern Horizons 3 box on the ground, guys. Well, wow. We got so many Pokemon products, guys. And we got all of this product. Man, I'm thirsty and hungry. And somebody in the comments is going to say, hi, thirsty and hungry, I'm dad. Or something to that sort. I don't know. I think UPS might have showed up, so let's go see if we got a shipment in today, guys. Do you guys think we got a shipment in? I'm hoping we get our One Piece in. I don't know if it's going to be a pallet. I don't know if it's going to be something else, but I cannot wait to go see. Let's go see. Got some posters and all this stuff. I don't know if it's going to be a pallet or if it's just going to be a bunch of boxes. I just did a 360 for you guys. No boxes yet. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. My name is Ben from Full Moon Games and Footers Pizza. Please order our products on fullmoongames.com. Come to Terre Haute, Indiana and buy some food or buy some plushies or buy anything that we have. Everything that we have is for sale on our website mostly, and if it's in store only, you can message us and ask me to change it to online. And if it's If it's like underpriced, I might keep it there. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed. Have a good day. Make somebody's day today. Compliment somebody, guys. One compliment can make their day, which can also make somebody else's day, and then that person can make another person's day, and that person can make another person's day, so on and so forth. It's a ripple effect, guys. Have a good day. Bye.